New balance changes are coming soon in Clash Royale, and one of the biggest things that was changed is the Royal Giant with a 60% damage increase, but an insane range shorten. So today, I want to walk you guys through a new Royal Giant deck that I think you guys should be using after these balance changes. Here is the deck. We have, of course, the Royal Giant, and we also have Skeleton Army, which will be receiving a buff as well. We also have 3 support cards, Musketeer, Minions, and the Princess, as well as a defense in the Inferno Tower, and 2 cards, Zap and Log. Of course, you guys might notice 5 of these cards are max, so we are a bit higher in trophies than normal, heading up towards Challenger 3 there, but we're in Challenger 2. So let's go ahead and jump into some battles and see how this Royal Giant deck does before the ballot changes, as it is surely going to be even stronger after the ballot changes go live tomorrow, October 1st. Let's jump into these battles. So in our first battle, we are going to be going up against a Pekka deck. Luckily, this deck does feature the Inferno Tower, which is going to be great for shutting down tanks like the Pekka. Here comes our first push right off the bat. We got Royal Giant plus some minions. He throws in some bats to try to take down minions as well to try to take down my minions. And now we're in a lot of trouble. I'm going to play the Princess just to take care of the minions, make sure those don't do too much damage. But we still have a Pekka and Miner onto our tower, and that Pekka is just barely surviving. And just like that, we are going to lose a tower less than 40 seconds into this battle. Awful misplace by me. I just got completely overwhelmed by that defense. But there is time to come back, which is the huge plus to losing a tower that early. Better to lose it now than within the last 10 seconds of the battle. So now we just got to slowly build back up, counter what he's got. We got a whole bunch of troops now coming in. He plays the Pekka on the Musketeer, which is going to allow my Royal Giant to survive a whole lot longer. This time we're actually able to take care of his minions, which is a huge plus for us. And the remaining minions are able to shut down the Pekka. Overall, we're able to counter his defense a lot better than we did last time, and that's why we're not losing a tower on this trade. We're actually able to get his right tower down pretty low, and we're going to keep chipping away with the Princess. There might be times when you have Log, Zap, and Inferno Tower up. That's when I'd recommend playing a Princess at the bridge. Get some chip damage in and cycle through your cards. Kind of play it like a cycle deck, but this is without a doubt a Royal Giant beatdown deck. I cannot wait for the balance changes. It should really impact Royal Giant. I hope it doesn't make Royal Giant OP, but we shall see. We got another monster push coming in with the Musketeer and minions. He's going to try to push us. Didn't even try to attempt to stop that on the right side. We got the Inferno Tower down for the Pekka though, plus some skeletons on the Wizard, and we're able to shut down his push really easy. We haven't had any flaws on defense since that original push 2 minutes ago, so we're looking pretty good right now. Honestly, close enough for the 3 crown, but it's always easier to push for the 2 crown. With the Royal Giant, you can either drop it on the bridge or in the middle. The middle will make it immediately lock on. It really depends on what deck you're playing against. I've honestly preferred to put it at the bridge. That way you can have your support units line up a bit better. Misplay on the Inferno right there. I played it way too early, and he's able to throw some minions in. But we're able to counter this final push, and now we just got to chip down his tower a bit more. Should have played Royal Giant in the middle there, but it is what it is. Tesla placement was terrible, and our units are going to eat through it. And that tower is basically gone. We're going to put down the Musketeer, just trying to finish off that tower, and it is going to go down, which is going to give us a pretty easy 2-1 comeback victory. In our second attack here, we're going to be going up against an elite Barbarians deck. Definitely not my favorite deck to play against, but we got the Skeleton Army for a quick counter. And if it turns out your opponent has Zap, you always have the Inferno to also counter the elite Barbarians. Right here, we don't have the Inferno up. We're going to play Skeleton Army, but my opponent takes forever to Zap down. Don't know why it took so long, but it's really going to cost him here. And now he has almost no play here. He has a mere Zap, Skeleton Army, Log, and Rocket. So we're going to go in hard here with the Royal Giant, add some minions into the fray, go ahead and log back those skeletons. plus the skeleton army, and that's basically going to be good game. We are easily going to take down that tower. He only had spear goblins, but my minions would have eaten those alive. And with that, it almost looks as if my opponent has given up. We destroyed him within the first minute, so he knows there is nothing left for him here. That's how you do it with the Royal Giant. Now, as we wait for this 3 crown to wrap up really fast, I want to talk about big pushes with this. The 2 pushes that I love to do with this deck is I'm going to play a Musketeer in the back, as I did right there, and I'll put the Royal Giant right in front. This will be able to eat through an Inferno Tower or Inferno Dragon. The second push is the Royal Giant plus minions. As long as they don't have splash defense, this will be a phenomenal push. Basically impossible to stop. And you always got to hover that zap for Skeleton Army or Goblin Gang. So that's going to wrap up the 3 crowd. Easy win with the quick give up by my opponent. So in our final battle here, we're going to be going up against another Elite Barbarians deck. This time he's going to be combining it with the Miner and Hog as secondary win conditions. First off the bat, luckily we have Skeleton Army in our hand. We're able to shut down the Elite Barbarians pretty easily. The Miner is a bit too far away for the Skarmy to help, so it's going to do a bit of damage. My opponent is going to counter with another Skeleton Army, but check out the Elixir disadvantage now. We're able to stop all of his 6, 9, 12 elixir with just a Skeleton Army, and now we are able to put together a pretty strong beatdown deck. Push. He's going to fireball everything back. It was kind of a mistake to play those minions, but it is what it is. I thought the Royal Giant might be able to survive a bit longer. Unfortunately, health is not really the best strong suit of the Royal Giant. The range is in fact its strong suit, but with that getting nerfed, it's really going to shake up mechanics there. A lot of people are actually saying that the change to the Royal Giant is going to be a nerf, just because the range is the best thing about the Royal Giant. 60% damage increase is a whole lot though, so I don't know exactly how we're going to see. I think Clash Royale nailed it, and it's really going to become a more skilled card to use instead of just over-leveling it and plopping it down and just getting damage. You're really going to have to be able to counter defenses since it won't be able to outrage defense anymore. So it's going to become a more skilled card. You'll probably still see it over-leveled. It'll definitely become more popular with that 60% damage. But we'll have to see the whole results. I don't know exactly what we're going to see. Right there, he's going to play a Skeleton Army. It seems like every deck we played in this video has had Skeleton Army in it. That is the best counter you can hope for against Royal Giant, since you have Zap and Log to take care of it. Just like that, as we hit double Elixir, we are going to take out that first tower. We got the Inferno for the Hog Rider. You can also use it for Elite Barbarians. It is a -1 Elixir trade, but I always like doing it just to make sure that the Hog will not reach the tower. If you have an over-leveled Tesla, go ahead and put that in there for Inferno. It works just the same. Inferno is just the safer bet here. We're going strong here now, getting a pretty big push. I had a lot of elixir, so I'm going to put down a Skeleton Army right in the middle. We got a whole bunch of troops now. I'm going to put down a second Musketeer. Miner's going to get absolutely annihilated by the duo Musketeers. He's going to have to fireball, but we have that elixir advantage, putting the Royal Giant down in the middle, and we're going to be able to just barely get that second crowd, capping off a very, very dominant 2-0 win with the Royal Giant deck that will soon to be buffed tomorrow on October 1st. And that's going to wrap up the video for today, guys. I cannot wait to see how these ballot changes end up. A lot of people are not very happy with some of the buffs, since there are no nerfs to strong cards like Prince and Royal Hogs. But it is what it is. It's going to shift the meta like it always does. We'll just have to wait and see how the meta shifts after the ballot changes. Thanks a ton for watching. Make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any Clash Royale content. I'll see you guys soon with a brand new video.